Momsies, Popsies, and of course, mga kaguro and to all the students out there. Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome to our channel. So, it's me, Teacher Gracy Jane, where you can learn more and share more. Okay, so for today's video is the continuation of our first and second video na nagawa po in connection with the learning delivery modalities course. Okay, so we're done with the module 1 and module 2, but now let's continue module 3A. Actually, 3A po ang pinakamahaba na kailangan po nating sagutan for our study notebook. So, ito po yung study notebook po natin. Okay, yan po. So, I think you're ready. So, let's proceed. And by the way, wag po kayong mag-alala. Ilalagay ko po sa description box ang link ng module na to, of course, with the corresponding answer key. Okay, so let's start. Study Notebook, Learning Delivery Modalities, Course 2, Module 3A. As I've said, ito po ang pinakamahabang kailangan po nating sagutan. And as I've said, credits and kudos to my labmates and of course, sa mga taong nagbigay at nag-share po ng kanilang mga sagot na wala pong yan, bigat sa kanilang dibdib. And actually, in this last section, kailangan po na talaga natin mag-share. So, sharing is caring. Okay, so going back, Module 3A talks about designing instruction in the different learning delivery modalities. So, at the end of this video, of course, we need to differentiate between the learning delivery modalities prescribed by the LCP, later you will know that one, yung mga abbreviation, and between the different types of distance learning modalities. Apply lesson design and assessment the consideration for distance learning in line with the COVID-19. Create a weekly home learning plan to guide your learners as they do independent study at home. Create an individual learning monitoring plan to keep track of the progress of learners who lag behind in completing the prescribed learning task. Sorry po sa aso namin. Gutom na. Kaya gusto manak. Okay, we also have module content. So, lesson 1, ito po ang basihan natin ng module na ito. Huwag niyo. Okay, for lesson 1, understanding the different LDMs. Ayan po. So, dito po, by the way, pag na-encounter niyo po itong F2F, meaning face-to-face po yan. Okay? So, we also have DL, blended learning. TL, distance learning. So, ito po, kailangan na nasa LDM po natin, homeschooling. So, the distance learning matrix we have in activity 2. So, ito po yung mga kailangan nating mga essential resources po na kailangan din nating gawin. And as I've said, hindi po ito kailangang guro lang ang gumawa ng kanilang task. We need, hindi po kaya namin actually, we need the cooperation of the parents and of course the different department na kailangan po talaga nating magtulungan para ma-continue ang education so that we can give adequate and quality education for our learners because sila po ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. And of course, they need also to do their part, no? Para may ma-learn din po sila. Okay. So, ito po. So, meron po tayong module distance learning, MDL. So, front-end modules. Yun pong ibabahagi po natin this coming school year. Online distance learning. Ayan po. TV-based instruction or TBI, blended distance learning, wala po tayo nito. Blended distance learning. We only have radio-based also, meron tayo. Okay. Gagawa din po sila ng script. Of course, connection with MELCs, most essential learning component, as I mentioned in the module 2, no, in last video. Okay, for activity 3, ito po, ranking of or what type of DL that you want and bakit po, why, and po my answer na po yan. As I've said, I will put it in the description box. Okay, for activity 4, ito po siya, learning group and targeted intervention. Learnings without parents or household member who can guide and support their learning at home. Meron po kasi tayong kailangan din po mag-supervise. Not only the parents, not only the teachers, but of course, the student also. Then, we also have designing lessons and assessment of the different LDMs in lesson 2. Yan po, of course, related to DepEd Order number 42 series of 2016 on policy guidelines on this daily lesson preparation. So, yan. For activity 2, ito, before the lesson, lesson proper, and after the lesson in connection with our DLP. Okay. Now, for activity 3, in your study notebook, copy the components of daily lesson log or DLL or detailed lesson plan. Ito po ang ginawa. Kailangan talaga ng guro. Ika nga, Biblia ng mga guro, no? Ang DLL at saka DLP. So, ito po yung mga components ng DLL or DLP, objectives, content, learning materials and resources, procedure, remarks, and reflection. Ayan po. Then, for activity 4, ito po siya, part of the lesson learning task or learning task. Ito po ang napakaloob ng ating DLL at DLP. So, ayan lang, ilalagay nyo lang din. Alright, let's check. Okay, ito nga po, pinakamahal. May activity 5 pa po. Okay, for activity 5, for the assessment, so we have formative assessment and summative assessment. For formative assessment, assessment for learning for the student po. Then, for the summative assessment, assessment of learning, the measure of its student meet the performance of the lesson. Then, activity 6, ayan po, assessment method, how to adapt the assessment method in DL. So, for formative, kung gumagamit ba ang guro ng Facebook, or social learning group, platforms, or YouTube, or online session yun. Summative test with the help of Google Forms, please. Ayan. Since we attended different seminars in connection with technology na kung paano po siya gawin para mas mapabilis ang ating pagtuturo. No? Yan po. And for PE, nilagyan ko yan po ng performance. Dance po sa akin. For activity 7, hindi po tayo tapos. Activity 7, ayan po. So, sample learning outputs. Yan. Check nyo lang kung anong totoo at hindi totoo. True or false po yan. Okay, so if you're done with the activity, ito po ang lalabas. Good job! You are done with lesson 2. Lesson 2 only. You may now proceed to lesson 3. Lesson pa po yan. Ito po MUDULE. Okay, for lesson 3, guiding and monitoring learners in different LDMs. So, answer yan po. Column A and column B. Answer yan lang po. Then, for activity 2, yun po, ito yung SMLP. SWHPL. Yan pong sample weekly home learning plans. Ayan. Ito po referring for the students, no? Para mag-guide po natin siya na, oras na para mag-study, oras na para mag-answer ng ating activities. Ayan po, for student po siya. So, ilalagay niyo po dito ang mga subjects na ituturo po ninyo from different sections or different year level. So, ayan. Of course, with the date sa inyong subject. Then for activity 3, we also have this one in connection still in ILMP, again, individual learning monitoring plan. So ayan, meron pong weekly and the same time monitoring plan, individual monitoring. So what's your purpose? For whom and in components. Then for activity 4, ito na, malapit na. Individual learning monitoring plan. Monitoring po siya. So, example, kung meron po kayong student na mahina sa inyong klase, ano yung intervention na pwede nating maitulong sa student na yun? Example po ito ha. Okay, yan po, yung learner status. May progress pa po siya or mastery. Ayan po. So, example dito is PE and health ang nagawa ko. So, more attention in performance activities. Okay. Of course, the intervention strategies provided, giving examples like video, PowerPoint presentation, and previous. Okay, so monitoring date, October 15. So, ayan! Congratulations for completing Module 3A. You are now ready for Module 3. Ayan, natapos na rin po ang ating Module 3A. Everyone. So, in connection with the 3A, we'll now proceed to Module 3B. So, ito po ang ating study notebook for 3B. Lang. So, this is our study notebook, Learning Delivery Modalities, Course 2. For 3B, ito po yung Learning Resources. Okay, for 3A, yun lang po ang pinakamahaba. And now, parang relax lang later. Okay, so module objective, by the end of this module, you will be able to associate learning resources or LRs with specific learning modalities. Access resources from online portals such as DepEd Commons and LR portal of the Department of Education. Now, in my last video po, na ipakita ko po doon paano gawa ng account sa DepEd Commons. So, ilalike ko po ilalagay ko po sa description box ang link na yon para makonect nyo po kung paano mag-access ng mga DepEd portals or online portals. Okay, then we also have explained the importance of using quality assured learning resources. So ito pong module content, we have lesson 1, learning resources, maps of teaching and learning, accessing learning resources from DepEd portals, accessing the LR materials. Okay. So again, for lesson 1, learning resource maps for distance learning. Do not worry, I will put the link in this module and provided answer kay. Mag-edit na lang po kayo kung anong gusto niyong ilagay. And as I've said, kudos to my lockmates and to the person na nagbigay at nag-share ng kanilang mga answer kay. Okay, activity 2. Okay, ito ang ating lock session and po sharing. Okay, what is your thoughts? What are outlook about the course? Now, lesson 2, accessing learning resources from DepEd portals. So, explore the portals in your study notebook. Answer the following questions. Ayan po, may ilalagay din po kayo na mga sagot sa katanungan about LRMTS and DepEd common portals. For activity 2, in your lock session, ayan po, sharing na naman. Excuse. Then, lesson 3, accessing the LR materials. Ayan. Rapid assessment tools. Download the LR, of course. Okay. Then, activity 2. Ayan. Activity 3. Ay. Yun lang. Oh my God. Okay, kanti lang ang 3D kasi. Don't you worry. Matatapos din ang COVID na ito. And hindi tayo magtitibag. We need to sulong idokalidad. Okay? So, ito po ang sa 3A. Yun po ang laman ng ating 3A or Module 3A and designing instruction in different learning delivery modalities. So, super taas. Pero, yun po, nakakatulong din siya. At least, na-refresh po ang ating mind na I hope may natutunan po sa ating video for today. And if you do, please like. And at the same time, if you want to share, please do so. And do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell para updated po tayo sa ating video classroom tutorial. So, thanks for watching. And I hope na safe po tayong lahat. Please, sulong idokalidad. Spread love and positivity. God bless everyone.